Hello and welcome to this O&DR Modurol video. This is video 200 in our series of XK8 videos. In this video we're going to take a look at actually removing the center console. I'm going to go into this in the usual detail. Why do you want to remove the console? Well, it may be you want to change the backlight bulbs or change some of the switches or the HVAC control unit at the top here. Maybe repair the radio in our case. Actually, we fitted a USB socket in the armrest, which is useful. I'll cover that in a video coming up. And we've also got an aerial isolation switch, which I'm going to show you in some up and coming videos. Plus, a lot of people have to remove the center console because of access to the J-gate. And there's a linkage in there that may need adjusting, and there's a marker switches, and there's a linear switch, which thankfully I haven't had any problems with, but a lot of people do have. Anyway, back to the video.
The tools needed are a 14mm spanner, a 10mm spanner, a T30 Torx socket extension and a drive, and a cross screwdriver. Additionally, you're going to need a pair of scissors and an old credit card or a plastic card to make strips. As per usual, I've split this video into sections. Section 1, we're going to look at the J-gate trim removal, and section 2, the console itself. First of all, the J-gate trim. As I say, you need to use your 10mm spanner to disconnect the battery. This is optional. I would advise opening the doors. It allows the windows to drop down before disconnecting the battery, and obviously disconnect the negative or the black terminal first. Second optional thing to do is actually to remove the gear knob. It avoids any damage and it makes it a little bit more convenient, but it isn't strictly necessary. In order to do that, you need to rotate the lock nut clockwise and the knob anti-clockwise together using a 16mm spanner. Once you've done that, you can remove the little T30 Torx plug in order to get at the unlocking mechanism for the J-gate. Push your cross screwdriver into the aperture there and you should feel a sort of spring lock. When you defeat that, you're able to move the gear lever out of park and move it into reverse so it's out of the way. The J-gate bezel itself is located to the J-gate with these 4 location tabs with the little holes there. Those holes actually engage in on the J-gate in 4 retaining hooks that are molded into the side. Here's a bit of a close-up. Apologies, it's not in focus. Now you need to cut the card into strips. Use your scissors, circa 10mm wide. There's a bit of a credit here to Ross and Diana Ord, who made an excellent video for this method. I'll put a link in the top right hand corner to their video, and they actually suggested this initially. Now you need to push the 4 plastic strips to disengage the tabs. There's 1 in each corner of the trim. Now how it works here's a sectional view through the J-gate location tabs. You've got the J-gate itself, the little hook on the side, and the surround with the hole in those little tabs. Now use the plastic card, basically shove it in the gap between the J-gate and the surround. It's quite tight, but a credit card size plastic strip will go in there. And then as you push it further down, the plastic card will start to pass over the taper on those tabs and start forcing the surround outward. Finally, to the point where it's actually deforming the tab out of the way, and in doing so, it will allow the whole thing to be pulled off those location hooks on the J-gate, and it's literally as simple as that. Once you've done that, the switch end itself, where you got the sports button, will need to be moved forward to release. Now this is because another sectional view here of the button area of the surround. At that rearmost part of the trims, there's actually a hook moulded in that actually locates underneath the veneer. If you're not careful, you can snap that bit off, so be careful. What you need to do is actually pull the J-gate trim up at the front, pivoting at the switch end, and then push the whole thing forward to disengage that hook. And hopefully in doing so you'll get the surround freely removed and without damage. That's the whole point of these videos, really. Once you've done that, you can actually disconnect the sports button switch. You depress the tab on the socket and pull the socket out of the switch. Section 2 then, removing the console itself. Now once you've got that J-gate trim removed, you can see 4 screws holding the veneer trim down. You need to remove those 4 screws with your X screwdriver, and then you should simply be able to move that veneer out of the way. Now in theory the console is actually free to move out of the way now, except for 4 Torx screws. You can see 2 at the front just underneath the radio there. You need to remove those 2 using your T30 Torx bit again. It's very easy to do. Watch you don't lose any screws. There's also a pair of Torx screws at the back underneath the pad. You just flick that off. This is the inside of the center console rear pad. You can see the clips there. There's sort of spring clips holding it on. You need to basically flick those off. As I say, you can see 2 more of those Torx screws. You need to remove them again with your T30 Torx bit. After you've done that, the center console should be lifted from the rear, and underneath you should be able to see the cigar lighter electrical connections. You need to basically unhook those and that actually disconnect the cigar lighter socket, and the whole thing should be able to be removed, and you've now got access to all the sockets at the rear of the console. All the electrical harnesses sort of socketed at that end, plus you've got access to the J-gate, linear switches, micro switches, and the cable adjustment. Also you've got access to the radio, the aircon HVAC system switches, and in doing so you can change the backlight bulbs.
Well, there you go. Hopefully you find that interesting. You can follow the basic method I used. I'm just going to get off and finish my tea, and I've got some more jobs to do. Anyway, catch you later. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe for more Modurol videos.